Hello, welcome back to another What Sold With Me This Week video. If you're new here, my name is Danielle. I'm a full-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark, and I share my sales with you every week. It's fun to watch all the haul videos, but what's really important is what is selling. So I will show you some bread and butter items or some big ticket items that sold this week. And I'm a few weeks behind. I'm so sorry. It's been like the craziest month of my life. So many birthday parties and like traveling to visit family and just being pregnant. I'm gonna jump into my sales with you. You guys, you all know that eBay is my baby. That is where I make the majority of my sales. But this past weekend, I sold more on Poshmark than eBay. Can you believe that? I don't think that has ever happened. And I know that it's because of what I've been doing lately. I've been using Prime Lister, which is a cross-posting, cross-listing service that I have come to be obsessed with. So I have been using Prime Lister for about 3 weeks now. And before Prime Lister, I was using Flip, which is now $8 a month. It used to be free, which is why I was using it, because I am a frugal girl. But the differences that I've noticed have been so crazy and such a huge weight off of my shoulders, honestly. With Flip, I would have to wake up every morning, open my laptop first of all, because your laptop has to be open. Click the buttons to make sure everything was, sharing to parties, offers were being made. If I wasn't consistently or constantly sitting at my computer, making sure things were being done how I wanted them to be done, nothing was happening. My closet was a ghost town, no activity, no shares. I had multiple $0 days on Poshmark, and I'm gonna show you some screen grabs. These are just some numbers. You can kind of compare the months and then just my daily sales. So my daily sales, I have not had any $0 days the whole month of April. That's not heard of. Poshmark, I had so many $0 days before using Prime Lister. And then compared to the month, we are only halfway through the month and I've already beat last month's sales when I wasn't using Prime Lister. So I'm excited to see that sales have basically doubled. My time I'm open to be able to not stress about sharing my closet or making sure offers are being sent out. The cloud-based tool is magic, first and foremost. I will never go back to anything else because the convenience of the cloud-based tool is beyond anything. I used to think that Flip was okay for me to use because I didn't mind putting in a little bit of work to get something, and not having to pay anything for it. So at that point, I had no idea that there were tools like this that could actually help generate sales for me. So now that I've been doing this, I will never go back to anything else. Super user-friendly, first of all, and they have an app. I can just grab my phone, switch up any sort of automation settings that I have already set to kind of generate more sales or more activity. It's so convenient, you guys. Super easy to set up. They walk you through it step by step. So if you're not super technologically advanced, they will help walk you through it. The customer service has been amazing. I'm gonna share a screen grab from my phone. This is through the Prime Listers app. You're able to make so many changes on the go if you need it. Going in and making these changes has been super easy. I'm able to choose the hours that I want to share the items in my closet. So you can see here I have this big chunk of time where my closet is just being shared. You're able to relist stale items, and then you can see that I have a 30-day max. So if an item is listed for 30 days, it'll go through and relist that item for me automatically, which is a lifesaver. You're able to share to the parties, and you're able to, this is my favorite, because you can set a specific amount that you want to offer to likers. But if you feel like you want to run a little bit of a sale or give a little bit of a steeper discount, just on the go, you're out during the weekend, maybe if sales are a little bit slow and you want to generate more attention, you can go through and you can change your discount amount or your shipping discount just right there, so easy on the app. And that can, you know, get your closet a little bit more attention. People may be more inclined to buy if there is a little bit steeper of a discount. So that has been my favorite feature so far. And then you just easily can switch it back when you want to, you know, when the sale is over. So I started out with a 2-week free trial, which is a very gracious time period for a free trial, in my opinion. And then you don't have to supply any sort of credit card information. Once that trial has ended, you don't have to worry about accidentally being charged for the service if you don't want to continue it, which is amazing because I forget. I'm very busy, I forget. So there's that 14-day free trial. And then after that trial, if you do like it, like, you will see the changes in your closet like I did. I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay, we'll see how this goes. But I was so surprised. And it's only $25 a month after that, which is so worth all of the convenience. Takes all the stress away with dealing with the Poshmark closet. It is so worth it, in my opinion. I can have that peace of mind that everything is running smoothly behind the scenes while I'm being a mom and I'm making breakfast and playing with my daughter, while I'm shipping things, while I'm sourcing things. The list goes on and on. So that link is in this video's description below. You get 30% off the first month. But if anything, give the 2-week free trial a go just to see what happens in your closet, what activity generates, how many sales come in. I'm just blown away by how different it is in my closet, honestly. That place was not looking very good before, but now Poshmark is like a rising star in my life, and it's exciting, honestly. So yeah, we're gonna jump into the sales from this week. It's the 31st through the 6th, which is a Sunday through a Saturday. Like I said, I'm 2 weeks behind, so please forgive me, but we're gonna jump into those sales. I'm gonna share my laptop screen with you guys like I have done and just kind of show you the items, what they sold for, the tag, and what I bought it for. So let's do that. Like I said, this is March 31st through April 6th. I am like a month behind. I'm like slacking. I'm so sorry. So this is a week's worth of sales on eBay and Poshmark. eBay was 34 items. Total sales was $1,343. This does not include shipping or taxes and fees, anything like that. This is just my sales, what I got. Poshmark was 24 items, which is double what it was the week prior. So this was the first week that I started the Prime Lister. So you guys, it literally doubled. So that's amazing. So my sales for Poshmark were $694. This also does not include any fees that they take out. Total items sold for the week were 58 items. Total sales was $2,037. My estimated cost of goods, the majority of these items are from the Goodwill outlet, which I pay by the pound. On average, it averages out to about $2 per item. That was $140 that I spent per item. And that does include the few full price items that I paid for at like a regular Goodwill. So my estimated profit, not including any fees or shipping, like I said, is $1,897 for the week, which is pretty good. Not like anything major. This is my only stream of income as a stay-at-home mom, but I wouldn't consider myself full-time. I'm more of a part-time seller. The other half is taking care of my baby. So for the week, that's pretty good. Not too shabby. Really excited about Poshmark picking up. That place, yeah, like I said, just a ghost town. So to see some activity is really exciting. All right, so eBay sales will start there. Let's see if my computer will load. Whoopsie, wrong one. Okay, first is a desigual or decidual, however you prefer to say the name of this brand. This was an athletic running jacket that I found at the bins. So I don't pick up this brand at the regular Goodwills anymore just because the sell-through rate is not the best. This did take a while to sell. Let me see if I can. Yeah, look, September 1st. At the top here, you can see when it started, September 1st. So this took quite a few months to sell, and I accepted an offer of $19.99. So I was happy to see it go. I will not pick this brand up again, but some of their more funky, bright pieces do way better than any sort of, solid black athletic wear jacket. This is a newer style though from this brand, but still just not like a top seller. Oh no, my computer is being kind of slow. Okay, this is a vintage, just Hawaiian dress. The brand is Cinnamon Girl, which is such a cute name. Am I right? Let's see, here's the tag. Cinnamon Girl. It was 100% rayon. It was a floral maxi dress. Very Y2K, very 90s. Not necessarily Hawaiian. I don't know why I put Hawaiian in there. It's definitely just like a cute little 90s girly dress. So this one sold on best offer for $19.99. This was a bins pickup, so probably about $1 for this. It was super lightweight. And this did take quite a bit of months to sell as well. So I listed it in the dead of winter, and no wonder it took so long to sell. But, as soon as spring hit, it definitely did sell. This was a style-based pickup from Zara. I do pick Zara up at the bins, and I've talked about kind of figuring out if it's a blogger fave or not. This one was a blogger fave, plus just style-wise, it was something that I knew would do well. It was a midi dress. It was gauzy, 100% cotton, and it had the button front details. So I knew I wanted to pick this up, and it did sell on best offer for $19.99. Pretty cute little dress. And this one took a while as well. This was a winter listing that sold in the spring. Next is a brand called Croon. This is a men's blazer jacket, sport coat. I do like this brand. It does sell eventually, but it does not sell super quickly. So this one was listed in January and it sold in April. And then I did accept a best offer of $45 on this. This was a bins pickup and it was a little bit heavier, so I would say it was probably about $3 to $4 for this item. But happy to see it go. It was a larger size. Here is the tag. I guess if you do find this at the bins, it's not something I would immediately dismiss, but definitely run your comps and check material and all that stuff to see if maybe comps differ based off of size or material. So yeah, just a fun little brand. This is Bluefish, which is a really great lag and look brand. They do a lot of art to wear, artsy, organic cotton, tunicky, all of the things. And I do believe I think they're all handmade if I'm not mistaken. They're like printed on there. I've talked about this in a haul video before, but this was a super cute find. It's like a smock tunic. And let me see if I can find the tag for you guys. There we go. Bluefish. It does have that artsy look. And any tag that looks like this, I am always looking up because anything different or a little bit funky, usually I have a good outcome with. So this is one of those brands. I did sell this on best offer for $75, and it did take, I think it took about a month to sell this one, yeah. And this was a bins find, so I paid about $1.50 for this. J. Crew collection, Rati. Am I saying that right? Of fine Italian fabrics. This I got at a regular thrift store for $8.99. So amazing deal for being new at tag. It retailed for, I think, oh my gosh, does it say right here? Let me see. Maybe I can tell. I don't. Maybe not. Sorry. I think it retailed for like $175, but I did accept an offer of $85 on this, and it sold it was just about a month that it sold. So definitely a great find, and it was just so beautiful. I couldn't leave it. Anything new with Tag J. Crew, I'm gonna pick it up if it's at a good price, especially if it is a newer style. This one I believe was, once again, I can't read what it says, but anyway, just a great find and a great flip. Next was this was a new without tag Vera Bradley just wallet, and I did find this at the bin, so I probably paid about $1 for this. It did sell for $14.99, and it did take a couple weeks to sell, but just a nice little bread and butter item, super easy to list, and it did sell pretty quickly. Next was this Patricia Nash, really cute purse. This was a Ben's find. I did accept an offer of $70 on this item, and it took about two and a half weeks to sell. So this was a great find. This was probably the cleanest Patricia Nash that I have ever found. And the inside was this really pretty, look at that, like a caramel suede leather lining. Very pretty, really nice condition. And yeah, that one sold pretty quickly. Next is a band tee. So this is Orville Peck. This was a tour, like merch shirt. Honestly, I didn't know what it was when I first found it. I have heard of this person, but I just didn't make the connection when I found this shirt until I got home and I listed it and ran comps. The sell-through rate was pretty good. That's why I picked it up. And then when I got home, I was like, oh, duh, this is a band tee. So no wonder it's cool. This sold for $29.99, and it did take a few weeks to sell. But I always pick up any sort of tour merch. It does really well. And I just realized I put the wrong date on there. This is 2023, and I put 22. Oopsie. This is a Nakitano, if I'm saying that right. This is just a pullover hoodie. This took about a week and a half to sell, so not bad at all. And it did sell for, I want to say, $24.99. This is one of those brands that does really well for me. I will only pick it up at the Vins, but it does have a following, and it does have a pretty good sell-through rate. They don't sell for as much as they used to, but they will still sell in that $20 to $30 price range. I don't know about certain colorways or prints, but in general, they do sell for about that amount. This was a Lululemon jacket that I found at the bins. Super cute, like raspberry color, and it did sell to a viewer, so thank you. Thank you for your purchase. I believe I accepted an offer of $30 on this. She did message me and just let me know she was a viewer, and I said, heck yes, I will give you a great deal. So thank you for that. This sold within, I think, a week or two since when I had it listed. But as soon as I posted my haul video, that's when she messaged me. So I'm glad she was able to scoop this up. Next is a more of a style-based pickup, Figueroa and Flower. I think they are sometimes sold at Anthropologie, but this was just a great summer top, lightweight, floral, size large, super, it was so lightweight, I probably paid less than $1 at the bins, and it did sell for $14.99 best offer, and it took about a week, so great little bread and butter flip. This is a brand called Xero, Xero. They are like a barefoot shoe. These were a pair of sandals by them. Very, very barefoot. They're freedom sandals is what they're called. But basically lightweight. You tie them onto your feet. These sold within a week or two for, I believe it was $19.99 best offer. You can buy these brand new on their website for, I want to say, $30 or $40, so I was not expecting much for these. But on their website, you make your own shoe, basically. So these ones were already made, so that saved someone the hassle of making their own, which I'm assuming is why they bought them. But here, let me show you guys the logo, because this brand is amazing. Bottom of the shoe looks like that. Let's see if I can find, you can kind of see it right there. It's that little guy right there. That is their logo, so definitely be on the lookout. Their tennis shoes, boots, things like that do really well. And those were a bins find also, by the way, so a buck or two for those. These were another bins find. They sold in about a week and a half. Florsheim, if I'm saying that right, they are just a men's brand of shoes. These were a chukka boot, so for some reason this style does not sell for very much from this brand, so I did price, at what they were going for, and I did accept an offer of $29.99, and they took about a week and a half to sell, like I said, so not too bad. Definitely a brand that I will not pass up at the bins if they are in good condition. Let's see. There's the bottom. So yeah, they were in pretty good shape. Nice little men's boot. This was a new Baltic Born dress, 2XL. So beautiful, honestly. I did have to lint roll quite a bit. It was a black dress with a lot of fuzzies on it, but it was worth it. It did sell within a week for, I believe it was $45. Somebody sent me an offer and I accepted that. Bins fine, so probably about $2-3 for this guy. This is Nike Gym, which is definitely a bread and butter. You're not going to get a ton for it, but they do sell consistently for me. I will pick up Nike. I'm not against it. I know some resellers are, but this specific Nike Gym set, or not set, but style does pretty well. So they generally have this logo on it, and then the tag generally is blue like that. There we go. So these do pretty consistently well for me. They do like zip up hoodies, sweatpants, that sort of thing. And I always pick them up at the bins. Probably about $1 for this, and it sold for $14.99 within a week. This was a kind of a style-based pickup because this brand, it's okay, but it's not anything that nothing that flies off the shelf for me. But it does do a lot of linen wear, a lot of tunic, gauzy, lag-and look style. This one did sell within a week for, I believe this was a full price sale, if I'm not mistaken. But here is the tag. Neo Melli, made in Italy. It was a linen blend, I believe. Linen cotton blend, 50-50. So yeah, just a nice little tunic, gauzy, perfect for spring and summer. That sold super quick, so I'm always picking up linen in the spring and summer. I'm just so attracted to it. All year round I am, actually. I'm not going to lie. I love to wear it too. This is a Portland, Oregon designer, which from what I could gather, she does not make items anymore, but her stuff does sell very quickly for me. I have sold her stuff. I think this is the third piece that I've found, and I don't get a ton for it, but this one did sell for $24, I believe. Best offer, and it sold, I think, within like 3 days. So she definitely has a following. It's Sarah Bibb. Cute little tag, made in the USA. So yeah, just a local designer here that I like to pick up, and I probably only find here, honestly. I mean, I'm sure it's elsewhere because I think whoever bought this lived on the East Coast. But yeah, that was a bins find and took, like I said, about 3 days. The next 3 items are ink. So I do love to pick up ink. It does sell very quickly for me. These 3 items were from a thrift store, a regular thrift store. I did pay $9.99 for a 2-pack of this HP. So this one, so about $5 each. So this one did sell within, a week, and it sold for $50, best offer. And then this one was also $5 because it was part of that 2-pack. This sold within a week as well for $45. And these were pretty busted. Somebody had cut them open, and I don't know what they were doing with them to cut them open, but the cartridges were full. I checked. I made sure before I bought them. I was like, did somebody put empty cartridges in here? That would be so funny. So yeah, they were full, ready to go, and they sold super quick. So 10 bucks into almost 100 in 3 days was amazing. Here is another cartridge ink. This one was a big one for like one of those big office printers, I'm assuming. This one sold within a week as well for $50 best offer, and I paid $7.99 for this one. So you can scan these little barcodes on the back and it will pull up your item on eBay, and you can kind of see what they're going for, and if they are something that sells quickly. That's what I did with these. It's as simple as that. I just scanned it and I just checked to see if it was worth it and if the sell-through rate was there, and they definitely were. So those were really fun to find. I don't find ink often, but when I do, I love it. Very exciting. This was the cutest little doll. I couldn't leave her behind, and I was very surprised that she sold within a week. The sell-through rate wasn't the best, but there weren't very many listed, and my girl had like the coat, the jacket, or the pants, and the little basket, and the hat. She is apparently a character from Madeline, the book. But yeah, she sold very quickly for best offer of $19.99, I believe is what they paid. So, and this was a Ben's find, so about $1 or $2 for that. Now we're going to get into Poshmark. I have a few, and by the way, I'm not showing you guys every single item that sold. I'm just showing you things that, you know, some bread and butter items, some quick flips, and some items that did sell for a higher amount. So these are not all of my sales. I'm just showing you, you know, the highlights, I guess you could say. Just things to be on the lookout for. So Lululemon, this was a really cool just pullover jacket, and I did get this at a regular Goodwill for $7.99, I believe. This did take a while to sell, and I was super surprised by that because this is a very new style from Lululemon. It had a actual material tag, which this is new for Lululemon to have an actual material tag. So be aware, I thought this was fake when I found it because I had never seen a material tag on any Lululemon besides, you know, the rip tag. So it's not, it's just a new thing they're doing, and it sold for $45. It did take, I want to say, about 3 months for this to sell. Next, we have some Freebirds. These also took a while to sell for some reason, and I only got $60 for them. I don't know. I'm guessing this just isn't a super popular colorway for Freebirds, but these were a bins find, so I probably paid about $4, maybe $5 for these. I thought they were so cute. A size 8 too, so a good size. But these did sell on offer for $60. I believe I had them listed for $90. And with them sitting for months and months, I just said, okay, I will accept this offer. These need to be worn and loved, but very cute Freebirds. And to find them at the bins literally still blows my mind. I have found 3 pairs of Freebirds at the bins, and every time I feel like I'm like jumping for joy and people think I'm crazy, but yes. This is a linen top that this was a new to me brand. Crown linen design. This was a regular thrift store find. It was half off, so I paid $3.50 for this, and it sold for $23. It did take, I want to say, about 3 or 4 months to sell though, but I did list it, you know, probably the end of January. So for it to sell in the spring is fitting. Just a cute little linen top. I'm sure the sell-through rate for this brand now is much better than it was when I picked it up, just because it's a seasonality item. But yeah, cute little linen top. This is a brand, new to me brand, and I'm probably going to butcher this, but Buseo. It is like a hand-dyed in Africa designer. I believe she or they are a designer, but just a really pretty dress. And a lot of their stuff does sell for more. This is the tag. There are multiple different tags, by the way, so just don't be surprised if you come across one that has a different look to it, because I was at first. But this one did sell, I think, within 2 weeks, and this was a regular thrift store pickup. I paid $6.99 for this, and it sold for $51. Best offer. I think I had it up for $70 or $65. but I accepted an offer on that. And there was no size tag in this, so I had to just let them know and provide measurements. So that was another reason why I accepted that offer so quickly. These two items, this one, cute little Wrangler graphic tee, and then this Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas tee. These sold in a bundle to a watcher, so thank you so much. This is not her first bundle or, purchase from my store, and I'm just very appreciative of her. She has great taste. This is the coolest little Fear and Loathing t-shirt, and it's actually just by Chaser, but it looks vintage. It is so cool. It has like a faded look with lots of holes and distressing, but definitely a cool find, and I'm glad that she's going to be rocking it. And then the Wrangler tee, just so precious. It was $30 for the two. So great offer. Very appreciative. Okay, next is a pair of Blundstone boots. These were an amazing bins find. I had just popped over to a new shoe rotation and I didn't see these at first, and then I saw one and just immediately started digging for the other one. And thankfully I found both of them. Did take about 2.5 weeks to sell for $76. That was an offer that I had sent out and someone accepted. So that was a fun find. A fun find. What I would consider to be a bolo. This sold overnight for $25. I had it listed for $30 and they sent over an offer for $25. I accepted. This is a men's cycling short or just some sort of athletic compression short, maybe. Maybe it's not cycling. I'm not sure. But these ones, this is a new to me brand, Walaco. Probably saying that wrong. Here is the tag. Made in the USA was a first tip off to look into it. And I do also look up any sort of men's athletic cycling compression shorts because they do tend to do pretty well. And this was one of them. So I will definitely be on the lookout for these in the future. This was a bins find, so $1 max, I would say, for this item. And it sold, for $25. This is a bundle. This 01 Algo, I'm probably saying that one wrong too, oh my gosh. But here's the tag. I would not recommend picking this item up, not gonna lie. Some pieces do well. They sell for, maybe that $15 range, but they don't sell very quickly. I got lucky and sold 2 from this brand in a bundle. And they paid, what is it? I think they offered $25 and I said, heck yes, you may. Thank you for buying them. I had both of them for maybe a month and I was just worried that they wouldn't sell. So I am happy that they are going to a new home. They were both bins finds, so I paid probably $1 each. And so 2 for $25, not too shabby. This is the last item. This was just a style-based pickup. I don't think that this brand has the best sell-through rate, but anything kind of Asian-inspired or kimono, anything with the Mandarin collar or these little buttons. I don't know what these buttons are called, but they do pretty well, and I was excited to see this one go. It did take about 1.5 months to sell, and I did accept an offer of $20. This was a bins find, so probably about $1 or $2 for that, but just a fun little find. I like picking up rare items like this. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe learned some new brands. If you did enjoy this kind of content, please give me a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you're into that. And I just really thank you. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.